Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. As you can see, today we're doing a breakdown video of Federal's 1 3/4 inch 1200 FPS as advertised, 15 pellet, number 4 buck, 12 gauge. Here's what the shell looks like. This is a mini shell. Now, before I break any of this down, we have shot one of these on camera before in the mini buckshot video we did. And we were quite surprised at just how well these patterned. Now, we did shoot it at only 7 yards, but the pattern was like literally this tiny pattern. Very surprised by how well these mini shells perform. These come in 4 buck, 8 shot, 7.5, and I think I've seen number 1 buck from other companies, and of course a slug. I've actually seen Aguila makes 1 buck and 4 buck in the same shell. That's pretty cool. To a hand loader, you can do 6 pellets of double-aught 33 cal for a roughly 3/4 ounce load, which is what this is, roughly a 3/4 ounce load. Mini shells are cool, guys. We don't shoot a lot of them, we don't load a lot of them, but they are cool and they do have a place. Great for home defense, great for pest control depending on shot size. You can increase magazine capacity in a Remington 870. I think it's, yeah, the 870 will cycle these almost flawlessly. They make adapters for Mossberg 500s, or these will cycle, and Mossberg actually makes a dedicated gun that will cycle these. It's called the 590S. Now, Federal does not actually refer to these as mini slugs. They refer to them as shorty shells. Made in USA. That's pretty cool. Here's a good view of the box. If you want to read anything on it, you can pause the video. There's what I paid for them. They are a little bit pricey for what they are, but they are cool. Whoa. Side of the box, back of the box. This is just the warnings and all that stuff. Bottom of the box. And that's that. Guys, I finally have a day out here where it's sunny. There's very little clouds in the sky. The wind isn't blowing too hard. It's not freezing cold. It's not wet anywhere from the rain. It's just a good day outside. Might get actually a few of these done. I'm not kidding when I say this. Yesterday, at this time, it's about 3 in the afternoon. Well, we had a fairly good amount of snow coming down. We actually built up maybe, I want to say, 1/4 inch of snow on the back porch here. And today, it feels like it's probably 70 degrees out here. Sun is shining bright as can be. It doesn't really make any sense, but that is Kentucky weather. Yesterday, we had a lot of snow. And today, bright as can be. Sunny, warm, nice. Without further ado, let's cut one of these open. Now, full disclosure, we've cut one of these open before, so I know how they're loaded, and it surprised us what it's actually loaded with. It's pretty interesting. But I can't find my Barlow, so I'm using my Rough Rider. Pretty cool knife. And this is part of the carbon series. Not stainless steel, even though it does look like it. So, the shell is now cut open. You can see our powder, and any guesses as to what that powder is? I think that green flake may give it away. Here's our wad. I believe this is a proprietary Federal wad. I've not seen anything else like this on the market, but this is basically similar to a non-tox wad. The plastic is very thick and sturdy, has a flat base. It is not concave like a TPS. We have our overshot card with Federal's little, I want to say, emblem on it, which looks pretty cool. But yeah, fiber-based water plastic. What do you guys think? The payload, buffer and all, is 0.719 of an ounce, so basically 7.2. You can call that a 3/4 ounce load if you want to. It's just shy of a 3/4 ounce load. The wind is messing with the payload a little bit on the scale, but that's fine. Here's what it looks like. It's definitely number 4 buck, or at least something very close to it. We'll weigh that in just a moment. I do have some of my home cast number 4 buck, which is 24 caliber out of a Lee mold. We'll compare that with the weight of just the buckshot out of this shell. Okay, so we do have 15 pellets in there, and the lead payload weight with no buffer is 0.675, 676 of an ounce. Let's see what my number 4 buck weighs, which I know is true 24 caliber. Oh yeah, by the way, the buffer weighs 0.042 of an ounce. And here's 15 pellets of my hand cast or home cast number 4 buck, which again I know is true 24 caliber. And you can see our payload is now 0.726. That is more than the factory loading with the buffer. They are not using 24 cal. I think they're using 23 cal, which is what Remington uses for their number 4 buck. I can put that to the test. I actually have some of Remington 23 cal number 4 buck. Okay, here's my Remington 23 cal. This is what they use as number 4 buck, which was sent to us by Martin. So big thanks to Martin for sending that. Let's see how much 15 pellets of this weighs. So here's 15 pellets of the Remington 23 cal. And as you can see, it is actually a little bit less than what the Federal number 4 buck weighed. If I had to guess, I'd say the Federal is running 0.232 of an inch, just shy of 24 cal, or just above 23 cal. That would make sense. I would measure it for you guys, but the batteries in my calipers are dead and I cannot find any locally. I'll have to order some batteries, but still, it's a little bit bigger than 23 cal. Not quite 24 though, is what Federal's using. Here's what the buffer looks like. Pretty similar to Winchester's Grex buffer. Nothing at all like BPI or Precision Reloading's buffer. Nothing at all like that, but pretty similar to Winchester's Grex. I'm pretty certain this is green dot powder. If you don't know, Federal and Remington's parent company is Vista Outdoors, and they also own Alliant Powder. Okay, so any guesses as to what kind of base wad is in this? I don't know, but paper or plastic? Question of the century. Ready? Plastic base wad. Very low base wad too. As you can see, that primer is sticking up well above the base wad. A lot of capacity in these Federal hulls right here. I believe this is the same as a Top Gun, could be wrong. But regular Federal 209A primer. And also, if I'm not mistaken, these hulls are actually made by Rio. Alrighty, let's see if I can get this put back together. Luckily, I actually have some of these Federal shorty shell hulls. Now, this is not truly 1 3/4. It's actually just below, or just shorter of 1 3/4. A little bit odd there, but it is what it is. This one is actually the 15/16 ounce of, what was this, 8-shot. Cool. Well, here's what it looks like. I got a little bit overzealous with my roll crimp tool, got B&2, and kind of smashed the hull mouth a little bit. I decided to roll it anyway. It is sealed in there tight. It ain't gonna come open or nothing. It is all held in there, but it is back together nonetheless. Well guys, this was a pretty fun one. Mini shells are cool, or shorty shells as Federal calls them, but if you have any suggestions, let us know and we'll see if we can do it. But I guess that's gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.